What comes to your mind when you hear handmade? Pottery, textiles and furniture perhaps? Working with hands is often seen as an artisan's forte, something for the most skilled of workers. But artistry isn't limited to just handicrafts. There is artistry in cooking your daily meals, in mending what's broken, in tending to new life. Join us on a journey of hands as we honor the craftsmanship in every touch and the joy of creating. Hi, I'm Lakshmi, and I'd like to invite you on a journey looking into our deep-rooted history in craft and culture. So it's Navratri, and the minute you hear Navratri, especially in Tamil Nadu, it's Gollu. This story is going to take you to Chinna Kanchipuram, which is one of the few Gollu doll making communities in Tamil Nadu. And they perpetuate this craft since generations. So let's go take a look and see what's going on there.
என்னுடைய நேம் வந்து கே குப்புசாமி. நான் இந்த ஃபீல்டில் வந்து ஒரு 30 வருஷத்துக்கு மேலே ஒர்க் பண்ணிகிட்ருக்கேன்.
நான் வந்துட்டு இந்த பொம்மை தொழிலில் குறைஞ்சபட்சம் ஒரு 25 வருஷம் மேலே இருக்கிறேன். இதுக்கு முன்னாடி வந்துட்டு என்னுடைய அப்பா, அதுக்கு முன்னாடி என்னுடைய தாத்தா. இப்போது என்னுடைய கம்பெனின்றது பார்த்திங்கனாக்கா இது 74வது வருஷம்.
எனக்கு வந்து 38 வயசு ஆகுது. இந்த தொழில் வந்து நான் 10th முடிச்சதுலேருந்து ஒரு 24 வருஷமாக செஞ்சுருக்கேன் இந்த தொழில். நான் அதாவது எங்கள் அப்பாவுக்கு வந்து விவசாயம் தான். இப்போ நான் வந்து காஞ்சிபுரத்தில் வந்து இந்த தொழிலை கற்றுன்னு நான் இந்த வேலை செஞ்சுருக்கிறேன் நான்.
Over the years, many ancient and traditional crafts such as these have struggled to support livelihoods, especially so after the COVID pandemic.
In India, the pandemic continues to worsen.
The country of 1.4 billion people entered its first recession on record this year, with GDP shrinking 7.5%.
A group of artisans from the Kanchipuram Gollu Doll Makers Society approached us at the beginning of the pandemic. They said, please help us, we're in dire need. We are not able to sell our dolls, so please help us. We, of course, helped them with groceries and whatever else was necessary. But we also realized that we really needed to do something more.
In an attempt to safeguard these crafts from vanishing, many NGOs have stepped forward to help. In particular, the Crafts Council of India has helped strengthen this cluster in South India.
And going by the thoughts that have been with us over years, of friends and people we know who've been saying that they have not been able to buy new Gollu dolls for their Navaratris. They're supposed to buy something new every year, and that's been the tradition. We thought this may be a good time to do some work on that.
But human beings are not the best at accepting change, no matter how much we need it. As Sidney Harris famously said, our dilemma is that we hate change and love it at the same time. What we really need is for things to remain the same but get better.
So we started out by collecting a reference library of old dolls from the friends that we had, and we decided that we must start doing something for this society. We also got very lucky when we found Anbu Khadir, an artist who was going to engage with the society over the mold making and the painting.
I'm an art coordinator for the Gollu project. And my intervention with the project is to enhance the dolls of the doll community. We had a core group to discuss on the designs, to work on the subjects, the concepts and everything, to choose what are the subjects that should be remodeled.
Anbu's aesthetics was very good, and she started her work in May.
We referred a lot of old vintage dolls also, and a few of them are from Ravi Verma's collection of paintings. And earlier days they used to do from Ravi Verma. It's more organic, the features and everything we thought will go with Ravi Verma's references and the old vintage dolls.
We were very keen that whatever we do, whatever new dolls they make, should be out for this year's Navaratri. Because the last 2 years they've had a very bad time not being able to sell. So we thought this was a good opportunity. So Anbu started working with the mold makers initially.
இப்போ இதுங்களே வந்து என்னை டென்ஷன் படுத்துவாங்க, இதை பண்ணாதீங்க அதை பண்ணாதீங்க அதை பண்ணாதீங்க அப்படின்னுவாங்க. இருந்தாலும் அதுங்களுடைய டேஸ்ட்டு தான் நம்ம பண்ண கொடுக்கணும். இப்போது என்னுடைய டேஸ்ட் நான் பண்ணிட்டாக்கா அதுங்களுக்கு பிடிக்காது. அதுங்களுக்கு பிடிக்காத நான் பண்ணி கொடுத்துட்டு அது வேஸ்ட்டு தானே.
It took almost 2 clay models to go in the process for him to understand what we really wanted actually. After 2 molds he was able to really connect to the work actually. ஆனால் இந்த கை கொஞ்சம் இறங்கணும் எனக்கு. இந்த ஆங்கிள் இருக்கு இல்லைங்களா, இந்த ஆங்கிள் வந்து இப்படி வேணும். இப்படி வேணுமா? ஸ்ட்ரெயிட்டு தானே, ஸ்ட்ரெயிட்டு தான். இந்த கை கீழே இறங்கணுமா? இந்த கை வந்து கீழே இறங்கணுமா? கொஞ்சம் கீழே இறங்கணும், கொஞ்சம். இதில் வந்து பெண்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். பெண்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம், அவ்வளோதான். அவ்வளோதான்.
இந்த டையை தான் எங்களுக்கு கொடுப்பாங்க. இது நாங்களே சொந்தமாக ஊற்றிப்போம். இந்த டையை நாங்கள் வாங்கி வந்துட்டு இந்த மிஷினில் மாவு பெஞ்சிக்கிட்டு இந்த டையில் அழுத்தி எடுத்து நாங்கள் ஒன்று ஒரு ப்ராஜெக்டாக ஒன்றுக்கு ஒரு ஸ்டெப்பாக வந்து தான் லாஸ்ட்டில் ஃபினிஷிங் ஆகும். ஃபுல்லாக பெயிண்ட் பண்ணிவிட்டு அங்கே வானட்டு நாங்கள் பொண்ணு கொடுத்துருவோம், பேக் பண்ணி கொடுத்துருவோம்.
மிக்சிங் பார்த்தீங்கன்னாக்கா எல்லாமே ஈவெண்ட்டோ ஒன்றா தான் இருக்கும். நாங்கள் என்னன்னாக்கா ஷேடோ கொடுக்கறதுனால அதை லைட்டாக வந்துட்டு மிக்ஸ் பண்ணுவோம்.
The overall impression you will get out of the market is pink, bright pink, orange and some kind of bright green.
We were very keen to do away with the bold colors that the Gollu society was doing. They would open a box of paints and use the paint directly without any mixing. And so invariably you would find that the blue turned out bright blue, the pink turned out bright pink, and this was not really pleasing to the eye. So Anbu worked on the colors and she took the dolls back to the doll makers.
What we have tried is more to the natural colors, the pigment colors which they used to use it years back. Visually the color has to flow in the doll. It can't be starking everywhere. You need to have an eye flow for that. If there is a doll, the hands and the features, the body contours are the positive space. What I tried with the painters is that to cut down on the negative space, to bring out the positive space.
They were not very happy at it. They felt that they may not be able to sell such muted colors, but they were willing to risk it because we had told them right from the beginning that we would bear all the costs, that we would leave the molds with them, with the society to use whichever way they wanted to.
ரமேஷ் என் பேர். காஞ்சிபுரத்துன்னு வரோம். காஞ்சிபுரத்தில் பொம்மை சொசைட்டி வச்சுருக்கோம். நாங்கள் ஏற்கனவே நாங்கள் வந்து எல்லா விதமான பொம்மைகள் செஞ்சிட்ருக்குறோம். இந்த சிசிஐ மூலிமா இவங்களை வந்து பழமையை புதுமையாக்க சொல்லியிருந்தாங்க. அதனால் வந்து அவர் சுமார் ஒரு 50 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி இருந்த பெயிண்டிங்ஸ் இப்போ கொண்டு வரணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு புது விதமான மோல்டில் பொம்மைகள் தயார் பண்ணி அதில் பழைய காலத்து பெயிண்டிங் பண்ணி இங்கே எடுத்து வந்து வச்சுருக்கோம். ஆனால் வர மக்கள் வந்து நல்லாவே விரும்புகிறாங்க, லைக் பண்ணுறாங்க, ஆர்டரும் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. இது எல்லாரும் லைக் பண்ணுறாங்க, பிடிக்குது அவங்க.
Because it's a week the bazaar, no? So first initial 4 days, 4th day almost all the dolls got sold.
Initially when we told them that we're giving them a stall and we'll do the display, I said, one of you has to come there because you have to know what customers are asking.
So I was there in the stall for a couple of days, the first day and the second day, and they were like, whatever we explained initially when we started the project to them, because they have to talk to the customers, right? They were talking all of them. So explaining these are old dolls and the inspiration is from this and that. And they were so amazed to know that people are loving these old looking dolls.
After that, the treasurer was there every single day, and he had a book of orders. We gave him a book and he was writing down the orders, collecting the money. He never grumbled after that. He was, quite happy to be there and talking to people. There will always be a place for them in any of our bazaars or markets. And once we do it in Chennai, all our affiliated councils also take the artisan or the weaver up. So I think, we don't want to hang on. We don't want to be like a lifeline for them, just a helpline. Whenever they need us, we are there for them.
And there you have it. A fresh pair of eyes and some timely intervention helped revitalize the Gollu Dolls community. These new Ravi Varma-inspired dolls, with their classic design and subtle colors, stand out beautifully in a very saturated market. It's easy to see why they sold out as quickly as they did. Armed with new ideas and a wider market for their products, we can't wait to see what the artisans of Chinna Kanchipuram come up with next. And you, in turn, can add to your collection or start one and support the Gollu doll community.